What is an API? Consider that you are planning to take a trip to a tourist destination with your family. You need to get flight tickets, hotel bookings, car rentals and entry tickets to all the places you plan to visit in order. Now you have two options. Number one, go to the individual websites of all the airlines, hotels and tourist destinations, note the details, compare them manually or using Excel and then proceed to book them one by one. Otherwise, you can use the services of an aggregator like Expedia.com or Booking.com to compare, book and pay for all the tickets and bookings. In first case, you interact directly with the service provider's website that has direct access to their transaction and database servers. You can make individual bookings, pay for them and then try to keep track of them. You would never know if you have got the best deals and saved on your trip. In second case, you make use of the API services that pull the data from all service providers, airlines, hotels, rental agencies and tourist destinations and then allow the aggregator to compare and sort all the options for you. The aggregator has no direct access to these agencies' servers, but they have a secure channel by which they can access their status in real time and update it with your transaction details. The data is exchanged in real time in a simple format over secure HTTP connection. The web or app interface of the aggregator takes all the parameters from you, put them in a secure envelope and send them to the server. It does so by invoking an API on the server. Many APIs are used in the process, such as extracting the details for an available flight, room, car, etc., getting the best prices available for different days and services that you opt for, getting and applying promo codes, coupons and deals for discounts, collecting and sending your information to book flights, rental cars and hotel rooms, connecting to credit card or banking servers at checkout to securely authenticate your transactions, confirming your payment, updating the database of the airlines, hotels, etc. and sending you the tickets and booking receipts. Many aggregators also set up an alarm or reminder to alert you of an expiring deal, bump in prices or your flight times. In this ecosystem, the services are implemented as application programming interface, making your life simpler and leaving you more time to do what is important. So, what is an API? Application Programming Interface or API is an intermediary software service that allows two or more applications to talk to each other, clients to servers or servers to other servers. Every time you use your email, social media or messenger apps like Gmail, Facebook or WhatsApp on your smartphone, you use several APIs in the background. Apps such as Google Maps act as an API in your phone, and so does the weather service. For example, if you check the distance between your college and a local museum on your phone or your laptop using a website, you will use Google Map API in backend. Even the cab hailing app like Uber and Lyft employ the same map API from Google. Similarly, when you pay for tickets and cab rides using your card and mobile wallet, your smartphone uses multiple APIs in the backend. An API establishes a possibly secure connection between programs running on same but mostly remote computer systems. Using this interface provided by an API, a service can be offered to multiple diverse clients simultaneously without compromising the system's efficiency, security and functionality. An API can be considered as a small piece of software that offers a specific service to an on-demand software such as an on-demand video streaming platform. API implementation is an actual code that follows the specifications and is hosted on the server. It allows API client to connect to servers and request service offered to you via mobile apps, websites, and even utility software. Here is another example of APIs. For instance, you need to book a slot for your second COVID-19 vaccination at the nearest available health center. Let's see how and where the APIs are used in such a scenario. You use your country's website to locate a healthcare facility near you and find their business hours. The country website uses API to connect to the healthcare facility and the federal database to fetch the necessary information. To book your appointment, the country website asks you to register an appointment. This appointment is updated in the health center system by using an API. The appointment confirmation is delivered to your phone via an email or message using the API to deliver the same. When on the appointed date, you receive your second shot of COVID-19 vaccination, the records at the health center, the country and the National Registry of the Vaccination are all updated simultaneously in real time. The health center servers use APIs to update the records of the country and the federal databases. Within minutes, you receive a message of your successful vaccination along with the post-vaccination precautions. You also get a link to download your vaccination certificate. All of this is carried out with the help of an appointed data email, messenger and file server APIs. So whether we are aware or not, APIs are used in most IT-related platforms and are responsible for making our lives comfortable and convenient. Organizations and businesses ensure secure access to their resources by using APIs. Here are some of the most common and popular examples of API that you might encounter regularly. Social login. Instead of creating another account for each app or website you visit, you usually use the universal login ID using your Google, Facebook or Twitter profiles. It allows you to quickly access the app or website features you want to visit, helps to control permissions to all connected apps centrally, and make it easy for new apps to authenticate the user quickly. Online payments. All online payment modes using cards, PayPal, internet banking or mobile wallets use APIs to connect with the card company or bank servers. Travel aggregators. Aggregators for travel related bookings such as flights, cruises, hotels, etc. gather data from multiple providers and present it in a convenient format for easy comparison and bookings. Navigation. Navigation is one of the most widely used APIs used directly by the users via Google Maps services and related apps, and many third-party services like cab hailing apps, delivery apps, geotagging apps, etc. Social media. Tweets, WhatsApp status update and Instagram stories have APIs to allow users to post virtually on any platform. Developers can integrate APIs from these services to their platform, allowing you to share directly from their apps. A brief history about APIs. During the early days of computing, APIs were available even before PCs became popular in every household. APIs evolved with the development of modern operating systems as a library of commonly used routines or procedures. In the 1960s, OS used these local APIs for several functions, such as rendering graphics, connecting to remote hosts, and collecting information on logged in users, and sometimes to pass messages between mainframes. Since the beginning, the developers of APIs had one goal: to achieve independence between the implementation details of a service requester and service provider. Whether it was hardware and OS and application programs in early days, or client or server applications, the goal remained the same. After the initial goal of achieving independence between hardware and application programs, the 1970s saw logical independence between two large complex systems: the relational database management system and the application programs. This almost led to an explosion in commercial application development for businesses, with rich applications coming to market more often. By the 1980s, as network became more available, programmers wanted to access remote libraries not just the local ones. Thus, the idea of remote procedure calls RPC emerged. The modern Java programming language supports this RPC mechanism through its RMI, Remote Method Invocation API. Today, APIs are used in application programs, web applications, utility software, hardware interfaces, cloud services, IoT devices, and whatnot. What is the purpose of building an API? Number one, simplify application development. If your services are exposed through APIs, you can make traditional integrated applications more easily. You can also allow any other software product or service to communicate your APIs easily. These consumer software products and services do not need any information on how the services are implemented. The hands-off approach of API can greatly simplify application development, ushering innovations, saving time, reducing development costs, simplifying maintenance, and securing the system. You get greater flexibility, simplified design, better control, easy monitoring, and an additional revenue stream ready for monetization. While designing applications, one does not need to reinvent the wheel. Instead, they can use the trusted API like Google Authentication Service to hasten and simplify the application development process. For example, a parcel tracking app can give its own GUI, graphical user interface, while connecting it with Google Maps API hosted on the delivery company's server. Number 2, innovate. API enables developer to have more time to focus on business logic and innovate freely and still produce better, faster, and more secure codes for multiple alternatives. Companies can experiment, innovate, and make their practices more agile and responsive according to the dynamic digital markets. Cloud-based API services offer opportunities to several new applications which was impossible earlier. Now, anyone can design new tools, services, and products, manage existing ones, and share revenues or profits with others. Number 3, responsive and agile business. Catering to the changing business needs also become easier with APIs. Simply plug out the old API and plug in the new API with some adjustments to the code. The API provider can implement a new algorithm without changing the interface of the API. This does not require any change in any of the apps consuming that API. The users of the apps would see that change instantly without having to update or install them. Number 4, improve collaboration. With cloud-powered API services becoming ubiquitous, many of the early disconnected applications can now be integrated. This facilitates better coordination, data transfer, efficient communication, and consistent data view across the organization. Using APIs, one can integrate, automate, and improve workflows to a great extent by gaining connectivity, security, and flexibility. Number 5, new monetization avenues. As a service provider, you can offer APIs for free either ways or initially or for a limited number of users. As you add new features and gain more active users, more recognition comes your way and you can start charging for your API. APIs can be automatically tuned to support the pay-per-use and subscription models. Free APIs can help you acquire a bigger share of the API market, build a brand for trusted services, and give your access to valuable data. The data and brand opens new way to monetize your API. Number 6, security cover. APIs offer an extra layer of protection by hiding your confidential data behind an opaque wall of code. The API implementation can be kept hidden from the public eyes to keep the data safe. Developers use tokens, signatures, TLS encryptions in APIs to make communication over networks secure. How does an API work? The overall process in action is defined by a specification that defines how applications communicate with one another. This is a brief of what happens behind the scenes. The client app initiates an action that invokes an API call to retrieve information. The request is submitted to the web server using the API's URI, Uniform Resource Identifier. Upon receiving a valid request, the API calls a program or routine on the web server. The server processes the request, prepares the response and sends it to the API. API forwards the server response in the desired format to the client. The client consumes the response in any way that it deems fit. Types of API. API can be of multiple types. Number 1, private. Internal or private APIs are designed to remain hidden from all external developers and users. They are used to improve efficiency, productivity, and communication among teams. Number 2, public. Open or public APIs are available to everyone. Public APIs foster innovation by allowing third parties to launch new applications, apps, and web services. They are usually open source, allowing the large developer community to pitch in their ideas. These APIs are available for general use like Microsoft Windows API Public or Apple's Cocoa API. Access to open APIs is granted by API tokens. Number 3, partner. Partner APIs refers to a hybrid of public and private APIs. The company developing the API shares the API with select partners to integrate it into their apps and services. This mode can provide additional monetization opportunities to other companies without losing control or compromising their quality. Number 4, Composite API. As the name suggests, Composite API offer a bundle of services available as individual APIs. The developer makes bundle of different APIs that are most commonly used in a pack of logical sequences. Application developers need not buy license for individual APIs and can buy these bundle APIs that are tested for compatibility. API protocols. The API specification defines the design of the API that is responsible for the working and usage of an API. The API design provides the basic features without which an API can't be used. API protocols facilitate standardization and information exchange. The following protocols have emerged over the years that govern acceptable data types and instructions. So, Simple Object Access Protocol is a standard where APIs use XML to define the message format and accept requests using HTTP or SMTP. With SOAP, apps running in different environments and written in different languages can easily share information. XML RPC. Unlike SOAP, which uses proprietary XML data format, the XML RPC protocol does not rely on any specific format for XML. JSON RPC. Similar to XML RPC, JSON RPC protocol is also used with remote procedure calls using JSON data formats. REST. Representational State Transfer or REST is at the center of web APIs without any official standards. It simply needs a RESTful API to be bound by certain architectural constraints. REST differs from SOAP, as SOAP is a protocol, but REST is an information architecture. There are clients, servers, and resources to handle requests through HTTP. All RESTful APIs are stateless, and no client data is ever stored on a transactional server between requests. API architecture, SOA versus microservices. A web service acts like a software that is accessible through a web address. It exposes an application's data, resources, and functionality over a network. In short, every web service is an API, but every API is not a web service. APIs have two common architectural styles: service-oriented architecture or microservices architecture. Number 1, SOA architecture. SOA is simpler than a monolith architecture. but it can cause cascading updates if the interaction of the elements is not clearly defined. This software design style allows features to split up into sub-features, then made available as separate services. SOA and web services make the functional building blocks of the web and are easily accessible. Number 2, microservices architecture. The microservices architecture is similar to the SOA architecture in using specialized and loosely coupled services. They break down traditional architectures and use common messaging framework. RESTful APIs are used to communicate with server as well as each other. This results in faster delivery of a new feature and updates. The application is divided into smaller independent components. Key takeaways. Here are some key takeaways about APIs. APIs are small piece of code used to connect applications with servers. They can help in fast-tracking application development. APIs make it possible to develop multiple applications using services from diverse sources. You can combine APIs from multiple servers and integrate them into a new app. If you have liked this video, don't forget to press the like button, share and subscribe to the Scalers YouTube channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon to be notified every time we upload a video.